Warbucks special.
That's life, Annie. In a Rolls Royce and out on a bounce car.
Well, now, you just forget all about that, Daddy. You're going to get down to that mine, and you're not going to let those crooks beat you to it. You'll be coming back in a Graf Zeppelin.
You bet I will, Annie. That's the way to talk. There's nothing can stop me. What I'm worried about is you.
Now, do we have to go through all that again?
Oh, I know, but...
But, see, supposing you did take me to the child welfare. Well, they'd want to know all about your business and why you have to go so sudden and how you're going. Wouldn't that be something?
I know, but I wish there was some way I could take you with me.
Yeah, but how could you take a kid like me on a trip like this? There may be shooting and everything. Besides, they don't sell half-fare tickets on freight trains.
Well, here she is, right on time. Goodbye, Sandy, old pal. Goodbye, Annie, dear. And when I come back, we'll be sitting on Easy Street for life.
Well, I'll be a hop toad. What's the matter with you?
My grandma went to sleep, and they took her away this afternoon. And now Mrs. Perkins says I'm an orphan.
Oh, poor little geezer. But being an orphan ain't so bad. Why, you have lots of fun.
What?
Well, you run around the streets, and you go to movies, and you don't have to wash all the time.
But I like to wash.
What?
I like to wash.
Leapin' lizards. You're a funny kind of an orphan. Well, I guess you ain't been one long enough. Regular orphans ain't much on washing, but they eat anything, anytime.
What do they eat?
Oh, bologna and pickles and cream puffs and hot dogs and pink soda pop and Swiss cheese and milk.
All one time?
Mm-hmm. But you can't have candy.
Why?
Oh, because candy's not good for you.
Mickey, where are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, don't go out of the yard. We'll be leaving in a few minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Who was that?
That's Mrs. Perkins. She bought me this new suit. Take me to the orphanage.
To the orphanage? Jumping jiggers. That's awful.
Mrs. Perkins says I'll have a lot of fun.
Oh, that's a lot of cranberries. I know, 'cause I was in one once. Why, there's a lot of mean kids, and you gotta work, and you gotta study. Uh-oh. But listen, you know, now that I come to think of it, I think you'll like it fine.
Why?
Well, some of the kids ain't so bad. For instance, I was one of them myself. And you like me, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, don't ma'am me. Just call me Annie.
Yes, Annie, but you ain't gonna be there.
Oh, but there's a lot of other things that's nice, too. Why, do you know what? In an orphanage, you wash every day. And you don't just wash your face and hands. Why, you wash all over.
All over.
Mm-hmm. And you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mickey, dear, come on in and get your hat and coat.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, so long.
Bye-bye.
Hurry up, we're ready to go.
Yes, ma'am.
Here you are.
Hey, what's the matter, you, eh? What's the matter? Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute.
Hey! Why don't you pick on somebody your own size? What's the big idea?
What's the big idea to steal my yacht?
He don't know what he's doing.
But he know what he did to in my yacht. Now, look.
Well, it does look kind of used. I'll pay for it. I was saving this for a rainy day.
It's raining now.
Here, there's a dime. Take it out of that. You're a big help to me. Well, where's my change?
You ain't got no change to come in.
Well, I have so. I gave you a dime.
Yes, but you don't pay for the one you got.
Well, I did too.
Hey, I called the cops.
All right, go ahead.
Here,
and call
there
the
he is.
cops.
There he is.
That's Mrs. Bergen. I don't want to go with her.
That's the Riley, the cop. My friend. He know how to take care of the kids that steal.
Well, I guess us orphans gotta stick together. Just because we couldn't pay the bill, they go and turn the gas off. But I should worry. I know this place so well I could find anything in the dark. Leapin' lizards. Ain't you got sense enough to come in out of the rain?
I'm afraid of the dark.
Oh, but I found you in the dark, didn't I?
Well, that was a different kind of dark. This is thicker.
Oh, don't be like that. Come on in and close the door. What's the matter with you?
I'm cold.
Well, you won't be cold much longer. Sandy, go on, get in your bed. As soon as I get my hat and coat off, I'll make a nice big fire and everything will be all right. There we are. Well, Daddy Warbucks' model for that cream separator came in handy after all.
Who's Daddy Warbucks?
Huh? Oh, he's who adopted me from the orphan asylum. And he's always making things.
What thing?
Oh, cream separators and washing machines and flea powder. But I'll tell you about him later. And we'll get you up on the machine here. Come on. There you go. Oh, gee, you're all wet. What you need right now is a nightgown. Go on, peel.
What?
Undress. Take your clothes off. There
take your socks off. You'll be fine. There we are. You'll feel better than you look after we eat. Just make yourself at home while I dish up. Here, see what you can do with this.
Well, what's the matter with you?
You said I was an orphan.
Well, you are.
Orphans don't eat pig's foot. Orphans eat bologna, pickles, and cream puffs. Hot dogs and pink soda pop, Swiss cheese and milk. No candy. You said so.
Oh, well, you gotta work up to that. You can't have everything all at once. Besides, you've only been an orphan a little while. Here.
And this goes with it.
Say, what's the big idea?
I thought it was like spinach.
Do you like spinach?
Mm-hmm.
Jumpin' jiggers.
See that bed? Daddy Warbucks carved that when he was a cabinet maker. Oh, yeah? Yeah. And there's Mr. and Mrs. Adams. And there's a Yakko. Oh, look, there's a policeman.
Oh, no.
That's Daddy Warbucks when he was a fireman. And there he is when he had a mustache. Oh, look. That's the crane Daddy invented when he was 19 years old. And they gave him $1 million for it. Oh, see that wallpaper? Stock certificates.
And they took the $1 million away with those.
Oh, look. It works.
Oh, it won't hurt you. It's all right now. Come to bed.
What's that?
Oh, that. Well, right down there someplace is where Daddy's going. But first, you have to come all the way around there and then up here and down this way, and that's where there's a lot of gold.
What's gold?
Something we ain't got yet. But I'll tell you about that later, because you got to go to bed now. Come on. Get up. You go right to sleep, because we have a hard day ahead of us tomorrow.
Please don't turn out the light.
All right, I won't.
Where are you going, Pig?
I'm looking for the little boy that ate my foot.
You bozo! What are you crying for?
You little cripple. What's going on here? Betty, if I feel.
And he bit the my apple, too. He's gonna bite him back.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And will I bite him? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Annie! Annie!
Oh, what's the matter, Mickey?
I'm scared. I don't feel good. I want my grandma. I want my grandma.
Oh, well, I can't get your real grandma back, but maybe I can get you one sort of like her.
Gee, this is a swell place, Mickey. You're gonna like it here.
Aw, does it hurt very much?
It's full of bugs.
Well, they know all about orphan. trouble in here.
I don't want to leave you. may find your grandma. Come on. Come on, Sandy. Come on.
Master, too tired.
Oh. There we are. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I got a customer here for you.
Oh, right this way.
Oh, there's Mrs. Bergen now.
Why, Mickey, dear, where have you been? We've been so worried about you. What have you been doing? What's the matter with you?
He needs overhauling.
Well, we'll take him right down to Dr. Griffith's office. There, my dear husband. Wonders everywhere.
Annie!
Annie's not going. Annie won't leave you.
I want
Annie
Annie!
isn't going to leave you. Annie will come with you. Annie, I think you'll have to come, really.
Annie!
All right, Mickey, here I am.
There. You hold her hand.
Seems to me I'm always fixing up this beak of yours. How many times is this?
6.
Uh-huh. How did this happen?
Well, I thought Montague was aiming for my stomach, but he double-crossed me.
I see. Now, you want to watch that. And don't touch it. Put those in your pocket. That's all, Sharky.
Dr. Griffith, here's Mickey. We finally found him.
Well, let's have a look at him. Hey.
He seems to be suffering from acute indigestion.
Well, if you would have been up with him all night, you wouldn't think it was so cute.
What is the matter with him?
He says he's got bumps in his stomach.
He does look a little swelled up at that, doesn't he?
Do you think so, Doc? Personally, I ain't so sure. I don't know whether he's swelled up or that suit's too small. See, it was out in the rain, and it got shrunk.
Stick out your tongue, young man.
Didn't you forget something?
What?
You didn't make him say, ah.
That's right. Say ah.
Ah.
Now tell me, how did all this start?
Now, let me see. Oh, first, he had some pig's feet. They didn't seem to agree with him. So, I gave him a cream puff. But that didn't seem to do much good. And then I gave him some liverwurst. But even that didn't work. And then I gave him some nice strawberry ice cream. But it seemed to make him feel kind of funny. Then I decided that he needed some solid food. And I gave him some pumpernickel and soda pop. And that's when I noticed that his clothes didn't seem to fit. And he lost his appetite completely.
I can't understand that.
No, neither can I. 'Cause I didn't give him any candy.
How did you happen to overlook that? I have something in a nice big bottle that'll fix you right up. Oh, this is nice. Oh, you're going to like this. This is good for little boys. Makes them big and strong. Here now, open your mouth. Oh, come on. Oh, open your mouth now. Come
Here,
on.
I think I can help you out. Give me
Yeah,
this spoon.
you give it to him. There now. Come on, open your mouth.
Now,
There.
Mickey, you're going to take this. It's good for you.
Yeah.
Honest, it tastes keen. Come on.
I don't want it. I won't take it.
Oh, come on.
Now, Mickey, don't be silly. Why, it's great. Why, it's magnificent. It's scrumptious. Come on now. I love it.
Then you take it.
And will you take it if she does?
If she takes it first, I'll take it.
You promised to help me out. No, you've had enough now.
Annie, don't leave me.
Now, Annie has to go home. Her father and mother will be worried about her.
She has no father or mother.
Well, I got Daddy Warbucks.
Who is he?
Well, he's Daddy Warbucks.
Where is he?
He's away right now, but he'll be back soon.
I think you'd better stay here till we can look into this.
Stay here?
Yes.
Like April Fool, I will. I'm getting out of this place. You can't get me back to one of these places. I got it.
Oh, we want to take care of you.
You want to take care of me? Well, I don't take care of you. Stop it.
You can't go down. You have to stay here.
All right. You win. Get me a uniform.
Ow, you pull.
Well, gee, don't you want to be adopted?
Not if it hurts.
I wonder how she looks.
Well, what do you take me for?
I thought you was a guesser.
Hey, you got another guess coming. I use my phone. I got her here.
Gosh, I hope you should look at it. Well, you're not the only one.
Gee, Mickey,
You're a cinch to keep clean. You're so nice and neat. You really don't belong here. You ought to have nice things and fancy clothes. Gosh, how can you see dirt in your own ears?
say, do you know it's been 3 months since the last adoption?
Well, I guess the depression's over.
Here she comes, here she comes.
These places are never... Go away, don't pester me. Go and ring the bell.
Gee, what a grumpy-looking old lady. You wouldn't want her for a grandma.
I didn't have any brains at all, or any feet, or anything else.
Ain't she beautiful?
You mean you like her?
She has white hair just like my grandma.
Well, you can't surprise me anymore. If that's what you want, come on.
I wish you could have seen the poor little things when we announced there was going to be an adoption. It must be wonderful.
Here, what's that for?
Well, I thought you might like to sit down while you look at them.
I never relax when I have anything important to do.
Auntie, you haven't relaxed in 25 years. However, I'll put it right here in case you change your mind.
I never change my mind. You know I never change my mind.
Gee, you look perfect. Oh, Mickey.
Oh, well, what are we waiting for?
Nothing. I'll bring them right in.
Face front. Oh.
Oh, stand at attention, children. Get in line, that's right.
Oh, what are we going to do? Well, it's too late now. We just got to go through with it and hope for the best. Come on.
These are all the eligible children, Mrs. Stewart. Face front, children. That way.
Oh, well, why do they have to face front? What's the matter with them? I don't want them standing there gawking at me. Turn back, turn back. Besides, I want to see the shape of their heads. Well, go on, keep moving.
Slowly, children. Forward, march.
Halt. Halt. Go on, go on, go on. Halt! Here, go on. Halt! What's the matter with this one?
That one seems to have been smeared a bit. Better take him out and repolish him, Annie.
Here, who's doing this adoption? You wait here. Now look at you. Now, how'd that happen? Well, where's your tongue? Bless my soul. How did that happen? That's what I want to know. How did it happen?
He did it.
I did not.
Why, you did so. You threw a big sponge full of shoe blackening at him.
Well, I was standing right in my way.
Say, do you know I've got a good mind?
Silence. He isn't like that all the time, Mrs. Stewart. He's really a lovely child. Michael is one of the neatest and the best behaved of all our children. He makes less trouble than any of the others. He's clean, he's sweet-tempered, and he always does exactly as he's told.
Far too perfect. Very uninteresting.
She's the most contrary person in the world. If you want her to do one thing, it's just the opposite.
No wonder nobody wants to adopt you. After I go and get you all cleaned up, you go and get your face all smeared over with shoe blackening. You little pest.
Here, stop that. Stop it.
I won't stop it. I'm sick of taking care of him. I have to wash him and see that he eats his spinach and find him when he gets lost. Or I spent the whole morning getting him cleaned up, and now look at him. Oh, you shut up and stop crying. You're just a crybaby, that's all you are.
Now, that'll be just about enough out of you.
The next time there's going to be an adoption, I'm not going to clean you up.
You're a very wicked girl.
I am not. You know what he did the other night? He put a lot of angleworms in my bed.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Why, he uses my dog's tail to tie tin cans to.
Wouldn't do.
And he won't say his prayers. And I'll tell you something else. He was peeking through the window, and when he saw you coming, he said he hated you.
There, darling, there. I don't believe a word of it. Now, you're going with me, precious. Oh, there, darling, I'll take you home. I wouldn't leave you in a place like this. With that... Ow! Well, there. Oh, come along, darling. Oh, look. Oh, look. Oh, precious, you come to me. There we go. This is the one I want.
Yes, Andy, but that's not the way out.
Don't you suppose I know the way out? Oh,
Mickey! I didn't know she was going to take you now. Mickey! Mickey! Aren't you going to say goodbye to me?
Oh,
Don't you understand? I didn't mean this.
Well, well, Annie. You're working overtime, aren't you?
Got nothing else to do since
Oh, by the way, I stopped by Mrs. Stewart's this morning.
Oh, did you? I don't suppose you saw him. Did you?
Oh. Oh, you mean Mickey? Yes. Yes, I saw him.
How is he?
Oh, he's fine. Happy as a lark.
Well, did he, I don't suppose he said anything about me.
Well, as a matter of fact, Annie, he didn't.
Oh, well, he never was much of a gossip. You know, Doc, I wrote him 4 letters.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah. But he never answered them.
Oh, that's too bad.
But, you know, I figured this. He's awful little and he can't write. Why, I bet you he couldn't even read those letters.
Of course not.
Don't you bet that was why he didn't answer them?
Why, sure. That's it, Annie. He's just learning to read. The nurse had him out in the garden this morning trying to teach him his ABCs.
Can you imagine me thinking he could read when he doesn't even know his ABCs?
I'm afraid you'll have to wait a couple of years for your answer.
He was in the garden, you say?
Yes, he plays outside most of the time.
Is there a fence around the garden?
Yes, there's a fence.
Is it a big, high fence? Spikes in it?
Oh, no. No, just an ordinary fence. Now, Annie, you've done enough. You go outside with the rest of the children, or you'll forget how to play.
Garden. Ordinary fence.
Say, Central, I'm tired of all the wrong numbers. Will you please give me Mrs. Bergen? Oh, hello, Mrs. Bergen. Guess what? I got a patrol wagon with a bell that goes ding, 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 ding. And I got a lion that goes rah. I got a kitty that goes meow. And guess what? It ain't even Christmas. Well, goodbye.
Well, how's my boy tonight? Swing song, swing song. And then round we go, round we go, round we go. Oh, such a big kiss.
Michael, be careful, dear. You'll muss your grandma's hair.
Well, why shouldn't he muss my hair? It's my hair, isn't it?
Thank you.
No, no.
Thank you, please.
Never mind about the fleas and tags. Come here, come here, come here. Dear me, dear me. Haven't you forgotten something? Are you quite sure? I thought so.
Really, me down street. Why you got those earrings on?
Never
for?
mind about the earrings. Now, slowly. I pray.
I pray the Lord my soul to take.
No, darling, to keep.
Why haven't you got buttons, eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Catch. Never mind about the buttons. Go on, dear. If
I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. And this I whisper, Lord. God bless Mama and Papa, which art in heaven, and Grandma, which art in heaven, and Grandma Stewart, and Nursey.
Amen.
Not yet.
No?
And Sandy, too.
And Sandy, too. We forgot Sandy.
Are there any angels in the sky as pretty as you, Grandma?
Well, there may be 1 or 2. Yes, probably. Come here. My baby.
Mm-hmm.
Now, come along, come along. It's time for Betty Bye. Time for Betty Bye. That's the boy. Boom. There he goes. Come along now. Oh. Now, come here. Now, come here. Come here. Come along now. Then, oh, very well, then. Very well, and I will kiss you good night.
Grandma.
I thought so. Good night. Sleep tight.
Good night, Grandma.
Look at the tree. Go down and open the side door and let me in.
I'm mad on you.
Well, are you mad on Sandy, too?
No.
Well, Sandy wants to see you.
Hello, Sandy. Okay.
Hello, Mickey. Hello.
Here, Sandy. Here, Sandy. Thanks.
Gee whiskers. Ain't you going to speak to me, too?
No.
What's the matter? You got bumps in your stomach?
No. I didn't touch against your tail, did I, Sandy?
Aw, gee, Mickey. You ain't still mad about what I said to Mrs. Stewart, are you?
And I didn't put no angry words in nobody's bed.
Well, I only said that to make her like you. She's funny that way.
And I don't hate Grandma Stewart.
Why, of course you don't. You love her, don't you?
And the same of prayers, too.
And you say, God bless Annie, don't you?
No, not anymore.
Don't you say God bless Annie anymore?
No. I just think it.
But you're going to say me out loud after this, ain't you? You are going to say me out loud, ain't you?
I'm gonna holler you.
Oh. Gee, I'm hungry.
Come on in, we got lots to eat.
I'm afraid of Mrs. Stewart.
Who? Grandma? Oh, she's having a party. Scaredy.
Will she hear us?
No. Come on.
All right. Oh, gee. Don't you ever have any regular food like we used to have? Salami and pickles and liverwurst and stuff like that?
Well, we have some spinach.
Oh, you would think of that. What's this? It looks like a pumpkin. It smells like cheese. Ain't bad. Gee, this is a swell place.
Come on down here. Daddy, please look. Look, Annie.
Yeah. Ah, this is key.
See, Annie?
Uh-huh.
Now, where did you get this?
Mickey, come here. Look.
Oh, gee. That's swell.
Oh, what's in there?
Oh, you mean that? Oh, that's Grandma Stewart's room. Want to see it?
Sure. Say, you know, that curtain reminds me of something. Does it work? You know, open and shut.
Sure, you just pull a string. I'll show you.
No, you and Sandy stay here and be the audience. Give me this hat. I'm going to be a show.
What kind of a show you gonna be?
Horse feathers. While I'm getting ready, Sandy will do a trick. Sandy will do another trick.
Here, boss. I got a nicer, riper piano. He's the less than one I got. I sell him cheap. Antipasto, ravioli, scallopini, minestrone, vestolini, bucci. You don't want a piano? Ah, boss, I lift them all the way up the stairs. I like a this. You don't want them? I gotta lift them all the way down the stairs. I like a this. He's a grander piano. Look how nice he plays. The only trouble is he never work. All the time play. Look. So roses is red, so violets is blue, so sugar is sweet, so is you.
I've heard of such things in India, but never in this country.
Extraordinary.
Yes, and then what happened?
And then, about midnight, I was awakened by this knocking again. I sat up and saw a figure standing in the open door. Thinking it was my maid, I spoke to her. Oh, but whatever it was, it disappeared into thin air. And I heard the door slam like that.
Oh, my goodness. You know, those things are so perfectly ridiculous. They're very easily explained.
Well, Jenny, suppose you explain it then.
Well, it must have been something that you ate.
Well, the faculty members might just as well keep their seats. There'll be no diving for this cigar. Faculty members, members of the faculty, Huxley students, and students of Huxley. Well, I guess that covers everything. As I look over on your eager faces, I can readily understand why this college is flat on its back. At the last college I presided over, things were slightly different. I was flat on my back. Things kept going from bad to worse. But we all put our shoulders to the wheel, and it wasn't far before I was flat on my back again. Any questions? Any answers? Any rags? Any bottles? Any bones today? Now, come on, we've got to have some action around here. Who'll say 76? Who'll say 1776? That's the spirit, 1776. No doubt you know why I came here. Why I came to this college to get my son out of it. I remember the day he came here, a mere boy and a beardless youth. I kissed the both of them goodbye. By the way, where is my son? Young lady, would you get up and let the sun rise? You ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, you may scoff all you like at what you heard tonight, Jenny Stewart. But you still haven't explained how that beef disappeared.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe there was any roast beef. Anyway, the grilled sardines were nice.
The vegetable plate was delicious.
We all eat too much meat anyway.
Well, good night, Jenny. I hope these spooky yarns haven't made you nervous.
Oh, nonsense. I'm never nervous.
Good night, Jenny.
Good night.
Good night,
Jenny. Good night. Good night. Good. Now then, just what did happen to that roast beef tonight?
I don't know, madam. It just disappeared.
Nonsense. A roast of beef can't just vanish into thin air.
I don't know, madam. I'm not a believer in the supernatural myself, but Cook says the night her mother died...
Nonsense. We'll talk about the roast beef tomorrow.
Very good, madam.
Say some, children.
Well.
Gee, your Grandma Stewart.
Yeah. Why should they face front? What's the matter with their, turn them back the way they were. You're a very wicked little girl, yes. Oh, there, darling. No, there, precious. You're coming with me, yes. Don't cry, darling. You're coming with me, yes, there. No, you're too heavy.
Michael! Where are you, Michael? What are you doing in here, Michael? Why aren't you in bed?
I'm looking for something.
The very idea. You're going right back to bed, young man.
it's you. Did you see it?
What?
Didn't you see it?
I didn't see anything, ma'am.
No, of course not. Of course not. There wasn't anything to see. It's all that ridiculous, nonsensical talk. Well, good night.
Good night, ma'am.
Where's Sandy? He's in the closet in Grandma Stewart's.
Leapin' lizard. Lie down and pretend you're asleep.
No, Mrs. Stewart, not real lizards.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. What's the meaning of all this? What are you doing here? Who are you anyway? I know you. You're that wicked little girl from the orphanage.
That's Annie. She ain't wicked.
You be quiet, Michael. The idea of coming into a person's house like this.
Well, you see, Mrs. Stewart, Sandy and me, we came up here.
And my clothes. Look at my clothes. And my bonnet. Take off that bonnet instantly. The idea of breaking into a person's house like a thief in the night. Perhaps she is a thief. Search her.
You leave Annie alone.
You be quiet, Michael. Get them out of here.
Yes, madam.
Get them out of here. The idea.
Gee, and I was just beginning to like you.
This is outrageous. Now, the idea.
Annie!
Now, listen.
Stop,
You've got to be a good boy. The idea.
I don't love you anymore.
Oh, now, Michael, darling, now don't say that to Grandma. You know Grandma loves you. Now be a good boy. Now don't. There's a darling. Now don't.
Sandy, please. I want to go with you. Annie and Sandy. Please. Stop. I want to go with you.
Mickey, go back.
Please, Mickey, go back. Annie.
Oh!
No, let me take him.
Poor little chap.
Mickey.
Is Dr. Griffith there? Is that you, Dr. Griffith? Michael's had an accident. Yes, Michael. Can you come right away? Thank you.
But it is my fault. Why, if I hadn't have made you adopt him, this wouldn't have happened.
Oh, Annie, go and lie down. I'll let you know if...
I won't lie down. Why, I have more right to stay up than you have. It's my fault. Wait, it's all my fault if Mickey dies.
No, Annie. No, it's my fault. Oh, I didn't realize how much he loved you. And I kept you apart. Oh,
Oh, I'm a mean old woman.
You said it.
A mean old woman.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Oh, there, dear child. We must be brave. You know, we have to face this thing together. Remember, Annie, we're all he's got in the world.
Will he always have to wear that brace, Dr. Griffith?
No. He'll be running around as good as new by Christmas.
That's because he always eats his spinach.
Way down here. One feet way out there. This is all I got.
Well, good night, Aunt Jenny.
Oh, no, now you're not going.
Oh, yes, I...
No, we've 10 gallons of ice cream.
10 gallons? Perhaps I had better stay. You're going to need me later.
Oh,
It'll be my turn soon, Mickey. Gee whiskers, I can hardly wait.
Come, children. Dinner. Come along. Dinner.
Well, what do you want, little girl?
I want a great big hug and a kiss.
Okay.
Take 'em off. I know you.
Oh, gosh, I thought I had you fooled.
Oh, Daddy.